The Cyber Dragon has been graded, and it is a 6 out of 10. Does this mean that the Holy Grail is real, though? Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Happy Wednesday, baby! Alright, so we talked about in a previous video about the Holy Grail Cyber Dragon. Now, you guys can look back on the video, but your TLDR here is this card never existed, according to the player base. It's been 10 to 15 years, I think. It's some large number. And this was supposed to be a toy promo. Well, we're missing the Blackluster Soldier, a Wing Karibo. I think there's another one at this point in time that we have zero information on. All of a sudden, this person goes into his closet and finds this Holy Grail Cyber Dragon that has been not in existence forever. So I still think that some NDAs were broken, some contracts came up, and some people were finally able to sell their stuff after 15 years, but that's just me. Alright, so let's talk about this. So, confirmed authentic, PSA graded parallel Cyber Dragon MF03, and this is from Twitter, from our original friend. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and New Year. I want to start off 2021 with great news. The Cyber Dragon has been graded and authenticated by PSA. Now, I don't want to be a party pooper here, but PSA has had some issues in the past with grading fake things. I've heard some stories through the woodwork. It's kind of some scary stuff. That being said, though, I'm also going to send in some stuff to PSA soon to get graded. It's double negative there, but it's understandable. So, special shout out to Dan Parker from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization, Yugipedia, for helping PSA grading process. We tried to contract CGC, actually, but never replied to our initial emails or follow-ups. Which is actually kind of interesting because I know CGC only really does Magic stuff. They're looking into doing Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe, as I'm making this video. But considering how rare that this was, you would have thought that they would have possibly wanted to do this for gloating purposes. You know, authenticating the 1 out of 1. Also, there's a rumor of another one of these floating around like 15 years ago. But that's another story for another day. So I've heard rumors that there was a second Cyber Dragon floating around that no pictures were ever taken of. So that's kind of interesting. But alas, here we are. So they tried contracting CGC. No follow-up on the emails. Missed opportunity, I guess. I will continue to update this post with more info. My Reddit PMs are buggy right now, but if you have any info, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so the first thing we got back here was the graded card. Now, I do want to point out here that this did, in fact, get a 6 out of 10 on the grading. I don't really care too much about the grade all that much. People just wanted it PSA'd for what it's worth. So, which means you can see the damage here on the corner. It's basically, I mean, it was in a shoebox for 15 years, according to the story, so there's not really much you can do about that. So, 6 out of 10. Huh. That's interesting. Then we come on over here. We have the streamable and YouTube. So there's a video on these cards and with them being graded. So we walk on over here and we're like, oh, what do we got here? So this is a video of the Cyber Dragon brick. You see the 6 out of 10 here. We got a couple of other things from this video too. We have the Sparkman here. This little Sparkman got a 7 out of 10. I'm proud of this thing. This actually did very good remotely. All right. So 7 out of 10 on the brick. The Avion got a 9 or an 8 out of 10. Ooh, we're packing. This Clayman got a 3 out of 10. Ugh. Yikes. All right, that's a big brick. Bubble Man got a 6 out of 10. I remember years ago that these Bubble Mans, these were another Holy Grail item. And now there's just a lot of Bubble Mans on the market. Now, call me a skepticist here, but Wouldn't it be weird here in 2021 we're talking about this Cyber Dragon being this holy grail? Like 5 years from now, we're like, there's so many Mattel Cyber Dragons on the market, it's insane. So that'd be a shucky darn, but that's a conspiracy theory. All right, so we also got our Bubble Man here back, and then we got the Berserktrix here with a 5 out of 10. So that is the authentication process for this. Came back from PSA. You see it here. More detailing. Outside of that, that's the Cyber Dragon. All right, so there's also a $80,000 Bitcoin offer on this. So I cannot confirm that, but at this point in time, the highest offer is $80,000 in Bitcoin. And then there was, I think the only other offer before this one was actually, I think it was 30 grand. And people are going to be watching this video like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are not worth that much money. I call BS. I've talked about in the past that there's this underground network of collectors. And you guys, when I had my prize card, I was showing it off and I was like, hey, we got like 14 grand for this. People like, no, you didn't. You're lying. That's not worth it. Upper Deck Seal of Orichalcus have been going for like 15 plus. $15,000. Alright, yes, the world's prize cards have sold for much more. Alright, you're sitting on one of the rarest pieces here from this. Also, the Elemental Heroes are up on eBay. For those of you interested, I'm not going to step through that right now, but if you want to take a look at those Elemental Heroes, they are up on the market for this. So, I want to talk about this. Do I think that this card is real? I still have my doubts. For something like this, this rare commodity to show up out of a closet years later still kind of strikes me as a little bit of yikes. I understand that other people might think that this is real. Other people, I'm hearing a lot of skepticism from the community, and I understand that. All right, I feel you on that. All right, like I do think that there's skepticism to be had on this. I think it's agreeable on all fronts. As I said previously, there was another copy of a Cyber Dragon years ago that was not pictured, that was evidently sold between two players. That's hearsay. You gotta love the rumor mill. I cannot confirm or deny that that was true either. Which means that we go back to the point about the NDAs. If Upper Deck employees had NDAs, and these NDAs were good for however many years, or you have something like Konami employees that had these, and contracts and things were terminated years later, these people might need money. They might not know what they're sitting on. It would be surprised. You would really be surprised to see that these card companies and things like that are like, oh, well, I had this. It sat on my desk. Like, I didn't think anything about it. It was just something cool that the company gave me. So there is always that route that they existed. Now, I do think that there are 9 of these, maybe 12 of these, if not a little bit more in existence. I say that because typically they would print cards on sheets. Unless they would print the 9, 12, however many of these cards are supposed to be on the sheets. So do one sheet per one of, I would assume it would be a whole sheet of these in existence. If one of these is real, there has to be others, in my opinion. I don't foresee them running one of these on a sheet and wasting material like that. That's not what I would think. So my concern then becomes this. If this is a part of a sheet, depending on how the process was printed, then there's more of them. So where's the rest of them? It's where I am right now. So it's either real, it's fake. I don't really know what to think at this point in time. But PSA did grade it. Doesn't surprise me in the least. PSA pretty much grade anything. But alas, here we are. Got a 6 out of 10. So that's where we are right now. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. This entire situation is very, very interesting. I'll see you guys later on in the day with some more stuff. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.